Hey, man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy, Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. Y'all already know who I got in the building with me. I got my constituents, my compadres, my brothers from another mother. I got Ralph Clay in the building with his Lexington Legends baseball shirt on, representing for the one time.
Hey, Q, how you doing, Q?
We done.
Hey, Ike, I know you're going to Vegas, but before you go, I just want to say hi. I hope you have a great trip. But fire the cannons. How about them Buccaneers?
How about the
As
Buccaneers?
a Bronco fan, I just want to say thank y'all for that first win of the season. But
you done?
We shall proceed.
You done?
What Ike going to Vegas for?
He's going to have a good time, man. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was going to put some money on the Bucks.
I hope he should. I hope he don't.
He should.
Save your money, Ike.
We Super Bowl favorites. But anyways, y'all already know who we got in the building. We got OnlyFans highest grossing earner for 2024 in the building. Nightcrawler, a.k.a. B. Diggler, B. Legend in the building. B. Legend, what's going on with you?
Man, I've been on a hiatus. I've been working hard.
Yes, that's what I heard.
You have, my brother. I bet you have.
Man, so I've been gone, but I'm happy to be back.
That's what I heard.
I'm wore out.
Oh man, a homegirl hit me up. She said, "I seen you was ducking me." Tasha, she sent me a picture. I think I went out to eat last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago. She was in town.
Yeah.
No, it's Friday.
She said you was ducking.
That's what I said. She texted me. She said, "It's cool. I see you. I was in your town and you was ducking me." I was like, "No, man, I couldn't get away from my daughter, man."
Congratulations to your brother getting married.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, another one bites the dust. But anyways, we got one of the Philadelphia Eagles' biggest supporter. Man, y'all can check him out doing his Cleveland Brown Philadelphia Eagles impersonations online. We got in the building, Sean Gert. Sean, what's happening with you, man?
Hey, what's happening?
Oh my God.
How you feeling, Sean?
How you feeling, Sean?
About football?
Yes.
Fly,
Not
Eagles,
good.
fly.
What's wrong? What's going
And the
on?
Cardinals lost this weekend.
And the
too.
Cardinals lost this
Woo,
weekend.
it was a good weekend.
It was a bad weekend.
That was a good weekend for me. I'm
Good
cool.
weekend. I'm cool.
I'm cool. You cool?
I'm great.
You cool? What's Patty record?
What?
What's Patty record?
That would be
4-0.
4-0. Oh no.
Okay, so you good then?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This side of the room is good.
Man.
But man, let's get into a couple NBA topics real quick. So I know
Yes.
Chuck has been waiting on
Yes,
this.
it's
He's
back.
our NBA guy.
It's back.
Yes, sir. Our Lakers are 2025 NBA champs. Gonna crown them right
You
now.
with Bronny?
Who?
Sixth man of the year.
Oh, LeBron.
I like it.
Six
You
man.
talking about LeBron?
Bronny,
His son.
the new starting point guard for the LA Lakers.
New star. He's the starting point guard already.
Nah, man.
He took D-Lo's spot.
on,
Okay.
man. Move on over,
he's
D-Lo.
a G League product, man.
No, sir.
He's taking D-Lo's spot.
Come on, move
Austin
on.
Reeves.
Maybe about 5 years.
Okay, all right. But anyways, Karl Anthony Towns got traded to the New York Knicks over the weekend. We're going to talk about it. So is Karl Anthony Towns, is he the franchise savior or is he another big name bust? But before we get into that, some Minnesota Timberwolves had their media day earlier this week, and they asked Anthony Edwards about the trade. He said he was hurt by it. He said, and I quote, "I think everybody knows Cat's my brother, so they're definitely hurt. It's a business. I just got to roll with it. I'm ready to get to know them." Julius Randle talking about DiVincenzo. He said, "And try to figure out as fast as we can because we're trying to get back to where we was and even go further. And if you've been underneath a rock, Karl Anthony Towns got traded for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and a first-round pick." Chuck.
How you feeling?
Does this make the New York Knicks Eastern Conference title contender?
I mean, yeah, they're a contender. I mean, for sure. I mean, they're a contender. But, I mean, do I think they're going to win it all? No. I mean, and I make it real simple. I ain't going to even dwell on this too long. I mean, I just feel like Cat, great player, but he's always hurt.
Right.
What is it going to do for the Knicks? I mean, we got to see how that looks. You got Mikal, he's new there. They just signed T.J. Warren today. They got Karl Anthony Towns. Again, he's not an inside presence.
No.
I mean, he's just going to
He can be. He just chooses not to.
He's just going to shoot threes all the time, so that means you're going to depend
I
on.
don't think Thibodeau's going to leather.
Well, he ain't going to fit in. I mean, because, you got Mitchell Robinson, but he's always hurt.
Yeah.
The big guy, he left Hartenstein. He went to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a big guy when you go up against Joel, right?
Right.
I mean, so
and potentially Giannis.
Yeah. I mean, so and Karl Anthony can't guard neither one of those guys. So
what does this do for him then?
I mean, it definitely. I mean, I guess you could say it helps the Knicks, maybe. I mean, but I don't think it puts them over the top because I don't think they can beat Philly. I definitely don't think they can beat Philly.
Can they beat Boston?
It's possible.
That's gonna be tough.
It's possible.
I say they can only. I give them a chance
It's
for Boston
possible.
because Boston really isn't big inside. I mean, they got Porzingis, but I mean, he's
It's
a
possible.
stretch, so I don't know.
But I give it to Boston just because they're the champs.
They got lucky. Chuck, is he the right fit for the Knicks, or will his playing style clash with the current system and core players?
The way that
have?
they play, I think is fine because it's basically the fourth for Brunson. So he can do what he does.
Right.
You got Mikal Bridges, he's out there. Josh Hart, he's a slasher. They're all going to slash and kick. I mean, so they ain't got nobody to clog up the middle, so I think it works for them, right?
Right.
I mean, I think from that perspective, I think it's good. So I don't think he's a bad fit. I just don't see it being a fit like, oh, this just takes them over the top. So because if you read everything, what do they say? They say, oh, the Knicks are all in.
All in on what?
So this deal makes them all in. What is that going to help them do?
I thought they were already.
I mean, because I don't think they
thought
can.
that's the
I don't
reason why
think
they
they
got
can.
Bridges.
I don't think they can beat anybody in the West.
Nah.
I mean, and I don't
Not
think
a contender.
and I don't think they can beat Philly. So, that's just my 2 cents. I mean, it don't mean anything. Does it make it better? Sure. I mean, I think it probably makes them better. But I think people are missing the point. And I think we talked about this in our group chat. I mean, I think people are missing the point. They had no choice but to trade Karl. And Minnesota had no choice but to trade Karl Anthony Towns. They had no choice.
It wasn't working.
They couldn't trade Gobert because that would have been chaos, for everything they gave up for him. They couldn't trade him.
Right.
So the best thing they could do, because it wasn't working. Regardless of what they say, it wasn't working. So, they had to do what they could to get something for Karl Anthony Towns, because they wasn't going to get anything for Gobert because they wasn't going to trade him. So it was just the best move to try to get something for him and try to maximize Ant's prime as he's coming into his prime because he's still young. I don't even think he's in his prime.
I don't even think he even scratched his prime just yet.
Yeah.
So, for Minnesota, I mean, it's they had to do what they had to do, but that definitely doesn't do anything necessarily for Minnesota. Julius Randle, the guy that can only drive left, and DiVincenzo, he don't even want to be there. He wanted to be with the Knicks.
According to the reports, he was unhappy with his role. So
I don't.
He was unhappy with his role with the Knicks.
yeah, but
Well, that's because they brought Mikal.
yeah, because they brought Mikal
It was
Bridges
because
in.
they brought Mikal, and that's why he was unhappy with the role because they're going to take some of his time. But now he's got to go there. I mean,
He's probably gonna be in the same role.
yeah.
off
I
the
mean,
bench.
how's it going to be beneficial for him? So I don't know how that really makes them, Minnesota,
That much better.
unless they're going to flip Julius Randle, unless he's going to move again.
I don't know what you can really get for Julius
what I would
Randle at
say,
this point in time.
He's injury prone too, so
That's what I'm saying. So big picture wise, I don't know. I think it's a wash. I don't think it helps either one of the teams.
That's what I guess. I don't think neither
when I
one
was
of them
looking
gained
at
an
both
advantage.
players, is Julius Randle and Karl Anthony Towns the same player?
No, I think they're different players.
I think on offensive end, Cat gives you more than Julius. Yeah, defensive. I think they're
I
about
just
the
like,
same.
I'm just like
I don't
style
think-
of play. Randle likes to shoot a lot of three. Cats likes to shoot a lot of three. They're really not dominant on the inside like that as far as being a post player. So
And they don't play no defense.
yeah, so it's kind of like
I
you said,
don't-
like a wash. You know what I'm saying? Almost for the two.
I mean, I just think it was overblown. It's like, I thought that was just like, oh, okay. It's straight. Okay.
I was shocked because, for one, I didn't even know Cat was on the trade market. I don't even think Cat knew he was on the trade market when the trade went down. But like Chuck said, to me, it's a wash. I don't think neither team got significantly better to put them in that upper echelon of title contending teams. I mean, for Minnesota, I actually think it might have taken them a slightly bit back because, like we talked about in the group chat, if they go up against Joker again in the playoffs, who they
Randle's
got for
not doing nothing with him.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, he made Joker work a little bit on the defensive
'cause
end.
size
Yeah, because
alone.
he could pull Joker away from the basket and all that type of stuff. So he made Joker work a little bit on the defensive end. But now Randle will be guarding Aaron Gordon. So who's guarding Joker? So Joker's going.
I guess they're going to put, what's his name?
Go back.
Gobert can't even see the floor in the
back.
playoffs. So
Man,
what-
I'm just trying to tell you what they're going to do now.
okay.
You got Nas Reed out there. I mean,
He ain't big enough.
nah.
He ain't big enough.
That's why I say I just don't think it's that big of a deal, the way that, the media and everybody's trying to hype it up to be. Again, that's just my opinion.
I don't even know why the media is hyping it up.
We'll see as
I guess
They
because
always,
I guess
always
'cause-
hype everything up.
I
It's
guess because
changed.
Cat is the big name, but even okay, taking.
Oh, it's because he's from Kentucky.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
But even from the Knicks standpoint, okay, you have Jalen Brunson, he needs the ball, right? And then you have Mikal Bridges, he needs the ball, right? So then where does Cat figure in? Because he went from 1A, maybe 1B option to what is he now? Third? Because you ain't
Cat's number 2 to me.
Cat's too.
But you didn't give up all of that for Mikal Bridges just to have him just stand around.
He'll get
But
his
Mikal,
shot.
he's gonna get his shots. That's why I say it's gonna be
He'll
enough
get his
balls to go
shots.
around. Mikal's gonna get his shots.
He'll get his shots.
I just
mean,
believe Cat's a 20 and 10 guy. I believe that Cat will have to elevate his game a little bit. He will have to want to be that guy.
And do what?
I was gonna say elevate his game to do what though?
Because he ain't playing inside.
You can cancel that.
I think he has to, man. I think
What they gonna do? Put Cat at the 4 and then put Mitchell Robinson at the 5?
I mean,
well, you know, Josh Hart played a lot of 4 last year, so I could see him putting Josh Hart at the 4. So Cat at 5, Josh Hart at 4. You got
Mikal
OG
Bridges.
at 3. You got Mikal at 2, and you got Brunson at the 1.
or you can play OG at the 4.
And move
and
Hart
Cat
around
to the 5.
Yeah, move Hart around to the 3 or the 2s.
That'll work against every lineup except for maybe 76ers.
It ain't gonna matter either way it goes. I mean, I think it's 76ers to lose. That's just my.
So you like them better than the Boston Celtics?
I think
I
Paul.
don't know,
I think Paul George helps them.
Ooh.
Let's see what Paul George you get, man.
I think it helps them.
Let's see what Paul
I mean, you got to also remember now. I mean, Philly stacked up, man. They got some dudes.
They got a lot of role
They got
players.
some
They got some
dudes
good
on their
role players.
team,
They
man.
got some
Like,
good role players on this team.
They gonna be able to throw some firepower at Boston.
What you think over at Sean? You quiet over there,
I
man.
know
How
it.
you feeling, man?
Maybe ain't your thing, but I'm just thinking about Philly got 3 guys and could go for 30 on any given night. right?
They do, but the only thing about that is that again, what's the pecking order?
Exactly.
Is Joel first? That's
Oh, well,
no,
yeah.
I'm saying, but okay, but then we have who's is it Tyrese or is it PG?
Bro, how long is Joel's back even gonna last?
Well, Joel dropped 20 to 30 now.
That's what the report is.
Okay.
So
Hopefully that helps. But when that back goes,
everything else go.
Well, the thing about Joel, it's not even really the back with him. It's his knees. I mean,
Knees and his back.
That's the thing that's really been hurting him over the years. The last few years is his knees.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
I mean, I
No, I don't have much faith in Paul.
I mean,
George.
now look at this, man. Now here's the deal. They picked up Andre German. You got Joel. You got Paul George. You got Eric Gordon, Reggie Jackson,
Caleb Martin.
Kyle Lowry, KJ Martin,
Yep.
Tyrese Maxey. I mean, Kelly
I like
Oubre
their role
Jr.
players.
I mean, they got some dudes.
And they got Nick Nurse.
They picked up the dude from France that played in the Olympics.
oh,
they did.
Yeah, the dude
Big
that dunked
guy,
on LeBron. That dude.
Stocky guy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't think of his name.
I mean,
yeah.
they got some dudes, man. Like, they really stacked up. And that's why, Boston's Boston. They still the champs. You got to beat them. But I just think it's Philly's the East.
What you think about
East.
the Bucks? You think the Bucks ain't gonna have? I mean, they
That's
do
the
still
crazy
have
thing.
Dame
Nobody's
Lillard.
even
They did
talking
get Dame
about-
Lillard last
Nah,
year. I
man,
mean,
I ain't think
I know
about
he had to kind of figure things out up there. I
Man,
mean,
you know
his
what?
first season.
I'm gonna say it this way: we got plenty of time before the season starts to talk about these teams and what's going on. But Milwaukee will not be a factor.
At all.
They paying.
Giannis said he got something to say.
Well, Giannis can say what he want to say, but at the end of the day, they don't have the firepower. To me, they don't.
Chris Middleton's washed.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Middleton coming off of all those surgeries. I mean, he just had surgery on both ankles.
Yeah.
And
Both
then
ankles.
We
So-
don't know what we getting from Dame.
So I mean, let's look at it. You got Giannis.
Dame
you got,
gotta have a better
You got
season this year.
Pat Covington, AJ Green, AJ Johnson, Dame Lillard, Brooke Lopez, Chris
He
Middleton,
didn't say his name right. Come on, man. Don't do
Bobby
names like
Portis,
that, man.
Torian Prince.
Yeah, I know.
That sound like the Lakers roster.
I mean, Gary Trent Jr. I mean, you gonna put that up
I think
against Philly?
Torian Prince will help. Gary Trent Jr. will help the Bucks, but yeah, it's gonna be tough, man.
Andre Jackson Jr. I don't know who that is. Chris Livingston.
They got a bunch of guys.
Came
They
from
got a bunch
UK.
of dudes, and that's all I'm saying, man. Like, it's nothing against Giannis. It's just that at the end of the day, Giannis, is not there. He is not going to be able to propel them where they need to be.
Nah, he ain't. But anyways, we're going to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we will have Mr. Josh Allen in the building to talk about the Smith-Mello Bowl of Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen on Monday Night Football. And we all wondering what happened with Josh Allen when he went up against Lamar Jackson. When we come back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM.
What happened to you, Josh?
Nothing. They got beat. I know. Girl, 25.
And it was
Hey, Ralph, you gonna let him in for me?
I mean, 25. 25
It
all
was
day.
evident from.
Yeah, for those who have been tuned in, he's about to come through.
You really gonna waste time on this?
Yeah, because we got an Eagles fan in here.
Oh. What they got to do?
Oh, my bad. A Lamar Jackson fan. My bad. Ain't you a Lamar? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He went to Louisville.
Oh.
He said, oh.
I didn't know. Okay. He went to the Bills. Okay. I get it.
You get it?
Cool.
You see in the introduction, he goes Lamar Jackson from DeVille.
I mean, I just don't think it's not. It wasn't shocking to me. The Bills just aren't a good team.
You say they aren't?
Not to me. They ain't got nobody on defense.
How's that? Well, I don't know.
What's up, man?
What up with you, man? You all right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good.
how are you?
Pretty good,
You
man.
give my 2 cents. You say.
Shout out for the Smith-Mello Bowl.
Yep, for the Smith-Mello Bowl.
Man.
But you said I'm the only one that comes at you without any hate in my heart, right?
Nah,
I ain't got no hate in the heart.
no, he don't. I'm
I
saying,
do.
In the BCG,
Oh.
he'll say something. He ain't trying to be funny though.
Josh Allen still better than Lamar.
For sure, they got just a better team. They need to go ahead and trade for Devontae.
Devontae going to the Jets, man.
Playing with this guy, I don't know why.
I don't know why. Well, I mean,
They just don't look good, man.
I don't know what's going on with the Jets. I know what's going on with everybody else now.
You lose to the Broncos, something's going on.
Oh, something's terrible.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. We lost to the Broncos, man.
I ain't trying to be funny. I didn't even think about that. My
We lost to
bad.
the Broncos, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Oh, come on.
What's up? What's happening? You already know who it is. What it is? We back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM, and we got Smith-Mello in the building. Slide that over to him real quick, Sean. We got Smith-Mello in the building. Smith-Mello, why we got you? Go grab it. I'm like, yeah.
Smith-Mello.
Why we got you
Are
here?
you a Bucks fan now?
He's a Baker Mayfield fan.
Oh,
Yeah, Baker Money Mayfield. Yeah, he is. But anyways, we got him in the bill. We want to talk about the Smith-Mello Bowl because, he has this love-hate relationship with everybody in the Beyond the Game group. Whenever Lamar Jackson has a great game, he gets tagged 59,000 times. Whenever Josh Allen has a subpar game, he gets tagged 62 million times. So, Smith-Mello, man, tell me about this game. What was your thoughts on it? Give me your recap and what happened.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had a little bit of tequila that night.
You dropped out the group chat. We looked like you had a whole lot of it.
I did. And, but I won some money, so I can't complain. But anyway, I only watched the first half, but it was evident that Shaquille Shakur being their best receiver is just not enough. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I always said when he lost Diggs, it would be better for him because he can read the field and just make his reads, but I don't know what's been going on with the Ravens. They lost some games, so you don't know. I still don't know what you're getting. I guess they finally realized they need to run Derrick Henry.
Yeah, finally.
The Bills are ranked 30th or 31st versus the run, so that made it easy for them. So Lamar didn't really have to do much. What did he throw for, 150?
Something like that.
Yeah, 150, and then they won
Normal.
by regular, and then
Don't do
and then they still won by 20. So if it was Andrew Morrell, he would say
he had a great
Derrick
game.
Henry's the best player on the Ravens because when James Cook had 2 touchdowns versus the Dolphins, he said James Cook was the best player on the Bills. So, but that's what I saw. I do think that the Bills, I feel like they've been being cheap. They went and signed an old defensive player for no reason, but other than that, all they went and got was Diggs. For some reason, they're so scared to be cash strapped. And in my opinion, the Rams went all in and they were bad. Their books were bad, but they won a Super Bowl. do you want to say, oh, we've been going to the playoffs every year? Or do you want to say you won a Super Bowl? I'll take a 5-win season the next year if we win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but as far as that game, man, it just is what it is. They got the better roster. They actually came to play. They wasn't home, but that's neither here nor there. They actually came to play because the first 2 weeks.
You think they got some home
we
cooking?
don't know. We don't know what the Ravens were doing the first 2 weeks.
You think they got some home cooking?
So the Bills on your team, or?
The Rams are my team.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they build my team.
Oh, okay.
But Josh Allen's my guy. Just
Okay,
like
Josh
Mahomes
Allen,
is your guy. Just like
No. I didn't know if
I
I didn't know if it changed because I was just like,
No,
Because you know, in the Beyond the Game group, the group, you know, they think, you know, they don't like black quarterbacks.
That's crazy because
that's been the ongoing thing for the past 2 years.
C.J. Stroud is my guy. Jaden Daniels is my guy.
man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Daniel don't like, because they seem to think that anytime a black quarterback has a subpar game, Daniel comments, but whenever a white quarterback has a subpar game, Daniel doesn't say nothing. So they like, Daniel don't like black quarterbacks. I'm like, bro.
And what I say about my cousin, first cousins play horrible the other day.
I don't get it.
The only thing I say about the Smith Mello Bowl, Daniel, is nothing has changed with anything.
Josh Allen still
Josh
better.
Allen is still the superior quarterback.
Okay.
The Ravens won the game.
That's
We
it.
shall move on.
superior
Dan
quarterback.
Marino didn't win a Super Bowl, but he was
Superior
still better than
quarterback to
most of the
who?
quarterbacks.
To Lamar Jackson.
Oh,
What, you got some thoughts on that, Chuck?
I know he's a Lamar fan, so I mean, give him the mic.
I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, look, I think
You think what?
both Josh Allen and Lamar are dudes. And I actually think they're the second and probably third best quarterbacks in the league right now.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch. But I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook.
I just think when you talk about, they have more things in common than a lot of people want to recognize. Defensive coordinators, they have sleepless nights thinking about what Lamar is going to do with his legs. They have that same sleepless night thinking about what Josh Allen is going to do with their legs.
I give you
When
that.
that
I
game,
give you that.
when that play breaks down, both of them are dangerous with their legs.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen is a better passer, but it doesn't mean Lamar can't pass the ball. Lamar is a good passer of the football.
He's decent.
You know what I'm saying? So you take both, and that's why I said both of them are second and third best after Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Let me look at these.
Mr. Gurton?
I must have missed something. What
no, I mean, okay, so who do you put ahead of him?
Smith Mello's quarterback rankings.
Go ahead. What you got for me,
Patrick
Mel?
Mahomes.
One. I don't even think we need. But go ahead, though. Go ahead.
You could be either or. I like both quarterbacks, but if you want to, since he beat Mahomes, say Joe Burrow.
I was going. Okay, yeah.
Joe Burrow's
three.
not better than Josh, bro.
I like
I'm
them
here.
both.
His five. I'm here. His five. So he got Mahomes.
Josh Allen, number 3.
Okay, Allen 3.
Number 4 is tricky right now. Some people might say C.J. Stroud.
I was gonna say that.
Please.
Some people might, and y'all gonna hate to hear this.
Here come Dak.
Some people gonna say Dak
I knew Dak was
Prescott.
coming up in that
You
joint.
got to be
I don't
there.
gotta say nothing. We know number 4 is around that. He's
But
around
look,
that
number
somewhere.
4 is either Dak Prescott based off what he's done in his career, or you gonna put C.J. Stroud.
That's 4 and 5.
Lamar.
Then
7th, 8th.
because we got to put Hurts at like 10.
I got Jaden Daniels over Lamar, but go ahead though.
Hey,
Talk about it.
Hey, man, I think y'all sleeping on somebody. It's going to blow y'all mind.
Who you got?
I mean, you know, and I'm
Going
just
up
saying, not better. I'm just talking about this season.
Right.
Man, you got to talk about that quarterback out of Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Sam
I already
Absolutely.
know.
I mean, you got to talk about that guy.
Sam Darnold better than Lamar Jackson?
When you did your list, Daniel, was you doing it just based off of longevity, or are you doing it based off of this season, what we've seen so far in the first,
If we're
4
doing
games?
this season, then we can scrap all that. We got to throw Sam Darnold on top 5.
Okay, that's what I was saying with your list. Where was you going with it?
I was just going by. I like to give body of work. I mean,
Okay.
like I said the other day when Drew was saying Josh Allen was overrated, I was like, Peyton Manning threw 167 touchdowns in his first 6 seasons.
bro.
Josh Allen's thrown 167. Peyton Manning had 110 interceptions. Josh Allen only had 76. How can he be overrated? That's better stats than Burrow. I think that's better stats than everybody not named Mahomes. So, so
man.
he's definitely top 3. 5. I mean, Dak's in there for me. I know people hate him. He don't have playoff rate.
Thank you.
Bro, he throws 28 plus
Thank
touchdowns
you.
every year. He throws 4 to 4,500 yards every year.
Them boys.
So the question is, Daniel, where do you put
Lamar Jackson. He's top 10.
That's right.
Like 8, 9.
No, I would say he's about 7.
7.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 7.
7,
I mean, it's
8.
up 10. I mean,
I'm sorry, Gert. I'm sorry. It's reality.
It is, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He's already blowing the whistle. He was looking for his whistle.
Technical foul, right? No, here's my thing, because I think you can't just put out stats for quarterback, because a lot
what
of
we
it's
supposed to
how
judge
the-
it on?
Well, but a lot of it is how the game is played. If you up 21 points, you ain't gonna throw the ball 40 times a game.
Right.
If you down 21 points, you are gonna throw it 40 times a game.
Okay.
So you'll say, like Eli Manning is the perfect example of somebody who has stuffed stats. But
I don't.
So,
This is not stuff in stats, because when you go look at Josh Allen's teams, majority of the time they're winning. He just gets numbers. It ain't like Josh Allen is regularly down 20 points, and that's why he throws for
Okay.
4,500 yards.
But my point is,
This Lamar Jackson argument.
Lamar don't get numbers. Lamar,
Passing for under 4,000 yards every year is not numbers.
okay. But,
As
hold
a
on.
quarterback, though. As a quarterback.
Well, but here's my problem with your argument the whole time. You say you don't consider his rushing yards because you got running backs for that.
Right.
Hold on. Let me finish.
But that ain't what I said. I said that is in addition to quarterback play.
But it shouldn't
I
be
don't
the
care.
yeah.
Like if Josh Allen didn't run, he's still throwing 35 touchdowns, 4,500 yards.
All right,
He adds
but-
600 yards rushing.
But
Yeah.
production is production. It's 50 pounds of rocks and 50 pounds of cotton. Which
50
is heavier.
pounds. It's both 50
It's both
pounds?
is 50 pounds.
Okay.
So if Lamar's throwing for 3,500 and he's rushing for 1,000, that's still 4,500 yards of production.
But he's not getting 10 to 12 rushing touchdowns. He's only getting like 5 rushing touchdowns. He's only throwing 24 touchdowns.
So, but he's still got 2 MVPs, and his team has won 13, 14
It's crazy.
games a
A lot of
year.
times the best player does not win the MVP. It is what it is.
It is what it
Should
is.
Lamar Jackson have won MVP last year? No.
You could have easily given it to C.J. Stroud.
I mean, that's true. I mean, Joe was
Yeah, I mean, look,
Chuck,
it's like the LeBron thing. You can give it to Patrick Mahomes every year.
No.
I mean, Patty.
Mahomes had some down years.
We're not gonna
Like
do
this
that.
year?
We're not. Chuck, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
When it's crunch down, Patrick Mahomes is
He
always
come through.
there.
He come
Yeah,
through.
so-
Does Lamar Jackson always come through in the clutch?
Never.
So I got.
What was that? What was that? Daniel?
But neither has Dak. But he's got Dak over Lamar. If
As a
we gonna talk
quarterback.
about clubs,
As a quarterback.
When you never win, what separates them? The numbers.
So I got a kind of a different question.
What you got, Chuck?
Come on, man.
So let's stay on this Lamar Jackson thing. So who in you guys' opinion, who's a better quarterback, Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick?
Lamar Jackson.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
I think I might have to go Mike, bro.
And I tell you
Philadelphia
why.
Eagles, Mike.
I'm gonna
If you
go
give
Mike.
me that one, he's a better quarterback.
No.
Philadelphia Eagles, Mike.
That Atlanta Falcons Mike was dangerous.
No,
man.
because I say Philadelphia Eagles, Mike, because he was able to read defenses a little bit better at that point in time. He couldn't rely on his legs as much as he could with Atlanta, Mike. So give me Philadelphia Eagle, Mike. I believe he's better than Lamar
No,
Jackson.
here's the thing, and here's been the evolution or evolution of the quarterback position, especially black quarterback. When Michael Vick first came in the league, there wasn't an offense designed to take advantage
That's true.
of his athletic ability.
That's true.
And so he was the godfather of this. So then when you had Vic, you had Dante Culpepper, you had Donovan McNabb, and you had all those.
Vince
and
Young.
then Vince Young, then you had these kids today that grew, hold on.
You had
grew
Randall
up.
Cunningham.
No, hold on. Listen to what I'm trying to say.
ahead.
Then you had these other kids have saw that and saw how they played and wanted to play quarterback instead of running back and receiver. And if you ever want to see the most innovative offenses, watch Friday nights. And Bill Parcells once said, we can only give what the colleges give me. So Friday night quarterback turned into Saturday quarterbacks.
Sometimes.
And then Saturday quarterbacks have now turned into Sunday quarterbacks.
Sometimes.
And now you have had these athletes that no one has learned from 6th grade how to play quarterback.
But I don't. That's not a good argument, though.
Hold on. Oh,
but here's why: because the quarterback play is down this year.
Well, they've been playing 7-on-7 since they were in 6th grade.
But quarterback play is down this year, so you can't really use that argument right now because quarterback play across the board is down. Last week, what did we say? That I mean, not last week, 2 weeks ago. The average
It was like 270 something.
No, it wasn't even that. Commodore,
it was like
Commodore said
because he was talking about Bryce Young.
He said the average yards per game is 190 right now because Bryce Young was like at 160. So the quarterback play all across the board is down. So you really can't use that argument.
I was just gonna say you gave us a perfect example of why we don't have any more Peyton Mannings and Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers all in the league at the same time, and Ben Roethlisberger's. Now everybody is just doing whatever they can do to build up gadgets and schemes.
Yep. But hold on, before we take a quick commercial break, to Daniel's point, who's the guy that's winning the Super Bowls right now?
Patrick Mahomes.
And he's what? A traditional style quarterback.
Not necessarily, because Patrick Mahomes can also take off.
He can scramble, but that's not his first go-to.
He can.
I know, but that threat and spreading everybody out and opening up lanes, that's the game.
But why hasn't that translated to Super Bowls for Lamar Jackson and these other guys?
Because he has to go through Patrick Mahomes right now.
He's a
but
what?
the thing, Gerton, you still have to be able to read.
That's the point we're trying to tell you.
Look, Patrick Mahomes could be Michael Jordan. Could be a lot of great quarterbacks that would never get a Super Bowl because Patrick Mahomes in the league.
But I understand your argument, but I think the thing with quarterback, you still got to be able to read defenses. You got to still be able to throw the ball accurately.
But
that's what we're
matters the most.
Yeah.
But these kids are learning to do that.
What
and
kids are you basing this off of? We're talking about the quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Like, who are you referring to? Jalen Daniels?
Hold on. We're going to take. Hold on. Keep that question. We're going to take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We'll continue with this quarterback conversation when we come back.
I just got one question. I'm done with it. Because I'm going to tell you why passing will always be superior to athleticism and running. I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to ask you in question form.
Okay. And
I'm going to let you answer, and I'm done with it.
I knew you was going to defend your boy.
It ain't even a hate on Lamar. A spade is just a spade. What happened to the time of life where you could just tell the truth no matter who you like? Jalen Hurts is not that great, bro.
We know. We know.
Well, there's a lot of things wrong with Jalen.
He's good, but he ain't great.
I don't personally. I know you.
Who's going first, Jalen or the coach?
I know you're Lamar.
Coach is going first.
Okay.
I know you're a Lamar fan.
They paid Lamar.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. There's no comparison to Lamar and Mike Vick.
Because you got to think, Mike Vick ran for 1,000 yards off script. Imagine.
Well,
they didn't start drawing up
And he had a cannon.
That is exactly. But that's exactly my point. They have designed offenses full of Lamar to take advantage of the things that Vic didn't have.
That dude.
But he's not taking
If they
advantage
had
of
the
it.
RPOs, Vic would have ran for 1,500.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, but he didn't have it.
But this is why I'm saying he's better. Because when he went to Philly, he was sitting in the pocket reading defenses and throwing darts. Lamar Jackson, you can't sit him back there and say, "Hey, be Peyton Manning."
But also, who was his coach? Same coach that.
It is Andy
Okay.
Reid.
I mean,
I'm gonna go to you first, Chuck. Then I'm gonna go Chuck. Daniel, and I'm gonna let you get the last word, Shane. Huh? You got the last word? All right.
It's gonna be really.
What you got to say, Ledge?
Like this.
Sean, I'm gonna let you get first. Daniel second. Chuck, you got the last word.
I thought you had a question for me.
He is. He's about to get.
Oh, okay.
Favorite radio host, Q Walker.
Hey, there it is. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. Andrew, you in the comment section, bro. Call on in. I can't keep up with these comments, man, but he's in here. But anyways, before we went to commercial break, Daniel, what was you about to say? You had a question or something?
So I know we can compare quarterbacks all day. It's a matter of preference. It's a matter of bias, whatever you want to do. But my question is, so 3 minutes left in the game.
Okay.
You're down 8 to 10 points.
Okay.
Now, I wasn't going to use names. I was just going to give a scenario.
Use
but we'll
the
use the names.
Come on. This is beyond the game.
Use the name, Daniel.
Beyond the game. Straight shot, no
You're down
chance.
8 to 10 points. Who do you want?
Patrick. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Not named Patrick Mahomes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if we can throw Aaron Rodgers in this combo because now
not
he's
right
old
now.
man Rodgers.
Not right now.
We leave A-Rod out.
Take out Burrow.
They both kill.
Oh no, you can. I mean, you can leave Burrow in if you want to. He's not the subject matter, but who do you want to lead you back to win an 8 to 10 point deficit with 3 minutes left? Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
It's the easiest question. Like, it's not hard.
That's about as simple.
And the reason why I'm asking you this is because
We know who let him answer first, though.
if running is your best,
Let him answer.
is your best weapon, you're going to run the clock out. That is why arm will always be superior to legs.
Nah, let him answer.
Go ahead, Sean. Floor is
All right.
yours.
But the thing with Lamar and the Ravens, because he is so fast, Lamar can get you chunk yards.
He
And
can.
that's what you want in 3 minutes. You don't want 5, 6 yards. You want 13, 20, 25-yard plays.
Okay.
All right? So you don't have to abandon the run in 3 minutes with Lamar because even in a passing situation.
timeouts left.
Okay, granted. Even in a passing situation, you got people downfield, play breaks down, he can still get you 15 and 20 yards and get out of bounds and stop the clock.
How long
So-
is that going to take you?
I mean, maybe that takes 10, 12 seconds.
Right. then you
I
gotta get to the
understand.
next play.
Then on to the next play. But with the clock stopped, he can at least get
You
you.
don't have no timeouts.
Oh, but you get out of bounds, it stops.
If.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, this whole scenario is an if, isn't it?
It is, but I get what Daniel's saying.
But what's your answer to the question?
Yeah, what's
My answer, look, I think Josh Allen, look.
Josh Allen or Lamar?
You can take either one.
Josh Allen or Lamar?
I mean, because it's, like I said, it's
He wants to
two
say
ways
Josh
to
Allen.
be.
He wants to
The
so
way you're
bad.
giving- the way you're giving your example is like, if you're down 3 with 3 seconds left, what do you want to do? Shoot a layup and try to get fouled or hit a 3? The answer is hit a 3. It's not to try to get
So
fouled.
who do you want, Josh Allen or Lamar
And
Jackson?
probably that scenario, I'm going to say Josh Allen.
Okay.
But,
Ain't no buts. Ain't no
but,
buts.
okay, but
No buts.
I'm just saying, you don't have to abandon what Lamar does
But
because
he's
he
not
can
saying
get
you
you
have
chunk
to.
yards.
He's just saying in that
Sean,
situation, who would you rather
We
have?
are not saying Lamar Jackson is a bad quarterback.
We're not saying he's
All
trash.
we're saying in that scenario, and in most scenarios, we're choosing Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson. It doesn't make Lamar a bad quarterback.
It
That's
doesn't.
it. That's it.
Nobody's
bro.
saying Lamar Jackson is a bad quarterback. I mean, we all in here got him in the top 10. Like, and probably really top 7. Like, he's not a bad quarterback. We're not saying that.
Top 7, though?
Yeah.
Really?
What's wrong with top 7?
Okay.
That's not disrespectful, Sean. That's what we saying,
Yeah,
bro.
I know. It's really like 60 something.
So to be the top 7, you act like we said he's like 16 or something.
like,
Like,
it's not disrespectful.
top
to
7 is
Lamar,
not
bro.
bad, bro.
No, it's not bad, but
not
you
bad.
are. I mean, I always say to be overrated, you have to be rated first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
So y'all are underrating them. I mean,
No,
y'all got them
bro.
rated.
You had
but-
Lamar Jackson as a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. He is not a top 3 quarterback in the
All right, then
NFL.
name who else?
He
All
named
right.
that.
I'm asking you.
Okay.
Who's better?
Bro.
Hold on, Ralph.
CJ Stroud, Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes.
So,
Easy.
but he just said body of work.
Yeah, that's what he was going
Stroud,
by.
CJ Stroud has more body of work than Lamar does.
It
That's what
does
he's-
not, bro. You can keep throwing stuff out there to put Lamar's name. At this point,
What are we
right now, Lamar Jackson is not a top 5 quarterback. It's okay. It's okay, bro. I
But-
promise
okay,
you
it's
it's
okay to be wrong.
But can he
You're
play?
right.
Can he
You're right.
play himself
You're
into
right,
being top 5?
bro.
Of course he can. But
You're right.
at this point in time,
You right.
This is a problem with analytics because when you just
God.
take numbers and skew them to whichever way you want, you get opinions like this because then people say, well, Lamar Jackson wins 13 wins. It's the roster, folks. We just watched it on Sunday. The roster is stacked.
It is
You
a good
admit
roster.
that they have a better roster than the Bills.
I mean, that
so
was
that
evident
is
from
why
play
he
one.
wins 11, 12, 13 games. It ain't because he's out there being Peyton Manning throwing 55
It doesn't
TDs.
have to be.
just don't
All
get
You don't have to be.
Chuck, hit me with the last word before we move on to Devontae Adams.
Listen,
Hit me with the last word.
It's real easy. It's real easy. Real easy. Look, in terms of Super Bowl champion,
Right.
Lamar ain't winning no Super Bowls, man. He's a running quarterback, man. He ain't winning
Josh
no-
Allen.
He's gonna say, I don't even care.
The point I'm trying to make to you
You
is
gotta put
that
your arm around him.
I'm gonna say anywhere from 95 to 98% of the teams that win Super Bowls are going to be passing quarterbacks. That is just a factual thing.
When's the last running quarterback won a Super Bowl?
He's an Eagles fan. McNabb didn't win one.
Nah.
But who did McNabb lose
Randall
to?
didn't win one.
It don't matter. But
No.
that's not the point. Every other quarterback figured out a way to win it. They just didn't do it.
it's
And
just
that's
not
all
gonna
we're
happen.
saying.
I mean,
History has shown.
I love to see the guys come in and run and get the numbers and get the money and all that, but when it come down to winning the chip, it ain't
It's a
happening.
traditional style quarterback.
It's not gonna. Lamar's never.
Times are changing.
It is changing.
It is changing.
But I still ain't seen a running quarterback.
But look, half of the
What's that old saying? The more they change, the more they stay the same.
But half of the quarterback in the league now is black.
Okay, but what's that got to do with the
black
running
guy-
quarterback?
That has nothing to do with
Ain't
this
got nothing to do with the
conversation,
big
bro.
Josh Allen is white. He's a running
well,
quarterback.
I
He
mean,
can run.
Look, Aaron Rodgers is more athletic than people give him credit for.
When he was
My
young,
point,
yeah.
used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be, but he
Okay,
ain't
my
now.
point is, you can't be a statue like Peyton Manning used to be playing that position now.
You can't.
No,
but-
unless you can
but-
straight spin it.
But you got to understand the dynamics of Peyton Manning and the game that he played was completely different. It didn't matter whether he was athletic or not because
That's
the
my
ball came out of his hand fast.
Look.
So that's how
Same for
he's a
Brady.
passing quarterback. Same thing with Brady is not athletic.
But that's
At all.
that's the thing, Sean. Like you're
Just
right.
won
You're
Super Bowl
you're right about what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that you're saying.
Quarterbacks do have to be more than one dimensional. They have to be able to scramble in times of, when people are rushing, you have to make a play. But at the end of the day, bro, you have to be able to throw the ball.
No,
At
and
quarterback,
they do
bro.
throw the ball.
No,
They
we're
just
talking
don't-
about Lamar has to be able to
I'm
throw
just
the
saying,
ball,
you
bro.
just don't always have to throw for 5,000
Right.
yards.
No.
Because what
Hey,
a running
bro.
quarterback do, make you play 11 on 11
At the end of
football.
Lamar's
makes you
career,
play
bro. I
11
hope we
on 11
can have this
Tom
conversation
Brady
again,
at
bro.
42 years old won a Super Bowl while Lamar was in the league and he could barely move.
So what's your answer to that?
Not, Sean, I hope that we can have
Brady's
a
the
conversation,
GOAT.
bro.
Brady's the GOAT. How many Bradys are there?
But I'm saying, bro,
Look,
Lamar's not winning it, bro. It's okay.
Look, only time, and he probably won't because he's going to lose to Patrick.
It makes it even worse. As crazy as this sounds to me, as crazy as this sounds, them having Derrick Henry on the team actually makes it worse. Because if I'm a team, what am I going to do defensively?
Stop the run.
I'm going to scheme you, and I'm putting 8 in the box because I know you're not throwing the football. Because here's my point, Sean. Who you throwing it to? You ain't even built to throw the football.
So look, those receivers on the outside, you didn't see them
Zay
have
Flowers
anyone?
had 20 yards. He lost me money, I remember.
All right. So because he lost you money doesn't mean he can't do it. And if you want to put
I'm not
8,
saying-
9
but
in the
I'm not-
box,
but what I'm saying-
you
I
are just
want it.
opening up man to man for him to make plays.
What happened to
down the
Lamar
field.
against the Chiefs last year in the
You're
playoffs?
100%
They
right.
quit running the ball.
They
They should have ran the ball more.
And-
Hold on. So if they quit running the
They
ball, so then
depended
that
on
means
Lamar Jackson to be a quarterback.
throw the ball.
Throw the ball and they couldn't throw it.
That's the point.
So
They
I'm
stopped
saying,
running the ball, so then we're gonna put it on Lamar Jackson to win it with his arm. Did he win it with his arm since they stopped running?
But sometimes the game dictates that if I'm going to drop 8 and back in coverage, you run the football. And when you was having success running the football, why stop running the football? That's what happened Sunday night. They had success running the football, and they ran it the whole game.
Okay.
But then when you start getting 7 to 8 man boxes, you can't just
You
keep
can't
running.
run the football. You got to throw
You
the
can,
football.
but you're just wasting your time.
I mean, the thing is, they're
Wasting
gonna scheme. They're gonna scheme against these guys, and they're gonna let them do what they do, and then they're gonna load that box, and then they're gonna. Listen, it's the same. You can remember this conversation. They go to the playoff. It's gonna be the same story every single time when they
Also gotta
lose.
factor in when they stack the box, especially when you're playing the Chiefs. It's Spagnuolo. He'll put 8 in the box.
Yeah, but you don't know who's coming.
Then he'll drop 2 back out in coverage, so you can't even. You don't know.
You don't even know who to pick up. He's gonna scheme his blitz, but you gonna try to figure that whole dynamic out. And now you're asking a guy like Lamar, who is not a guy who is used to throwing during the season of that magnitude. You're gonna ask him to figure out and pick up these schemes and audible out of these schemes.
Here's the issue. Are y'all saying Lamar can't throw the football?
No, it's not.
Then what are you
And
saying?
that's the problem I have with this conversation,
He
Sean.
does.
I don't think you hear anything we're saying.
At all.
I think everything you hear, what are you saying? Lamar's trash. Lamar, we
That's
haven't
what
said
you-
that one time. We haven't said it one
what-
time.
But y'all, what I'm hearing is y'all saying he's limited.
He is.
Yes.
And see, I don't think he is. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he is. No, Jay Hurts not
Well, here
limited
it is,
either.
though, Sean. If he wasn't this on the question I have, I'm gonna leave it at this. If he wasn't limited,
guy, bro.
if he
I love
was not limited, then explain to me why it is that he's not throwing for more yards than what he's throwing for.
If he's
Because
not
they
limited.
do use the run as a weapon.
Do they use the run as a weapon because he's limited?
No, because he's athletic and can run the football.
But that's not.
But it's been proven that all the teams are gonna do is stack the box. So Jim Harbaugh he's not dumb. He knows that they gotta throw the football.
Okay, but you have seen Lamar throw for 350 and 400 yards
Yeah,
when
how
people
often
try
does
to
that happen?
do
How often
But
does
we've
that
seen
happen?
it, but is
Yeah,
it consistent?
4 games a season is nothing.
Yeah, but 4 games a season is 25% of the season.
Oh my God.
Is this what I sound like with LeBron?
Yes.
This is what I sound like?
Yes.
I mean, well, he's still one more game, but you know, it's 23%.
Charles,
But
Ralph, I'm sorry.
That's why-
Daniel, I'm sorry, bro. I
bro.
apologize. I'm
telling
sorry,
you,
man.
bro.
Let's go ahead and switch over to
We got to, bro.
Devontae Adams, man. He allegedly, a reporter has requested a trade. I feel bad now, man. Dang. So, fellas, I'm going to throw it around the room. Clay, I'm going to throw it over to you first, man. Which teams should make a play for Devontae Adams, and ultimately, who do you think he will end up with?
Let's start with the AFC East. Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets.
Right.
Him and Aaron Rodgers have a relationship. I mean, let's unpack this a little bit. We think about Devontae Adams and why he even went to Oakland or Las Vegas in the first place. The quarterback that is no longer there anymore.
Derek
That's
Carr.
the absolute only reason that he even decided to go to the Raiders. So I'm not mad at Devontae for wanting to get out of there. I'm not saying Gardner Minshew is the worst quarterback ever, but I don't know if that's the guy he wants throwing on the ball. So I'm going to say, of course, the Bills, the Jets. I do want to see him go to a team that could actually win.
So those are the teams that you think should make a play. Where do you think he ultimately would end up? If you had to pick a team right now,
Man.
where's he going? Where's he going?
New York Jets. You only got Aaron Rodgers for maybe a year to
this
2
year.
years.
It's looking like
Make
this
a play
year.
for him, man. But I like Josh Allen, man. I don't like to see him struggle up there without having a number one quarterback. I think it will probably be the Jets, but I would rather see him go to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Chuck, who makes a play? Where do you see him ultimately end up at?
Oh well, who could use him?
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody could use him.
So
Everybody.
I say Buffalo,
Right.
the Jets, Kansas City,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Casey.
Dallas.
I don't know about Dallas.
Oh yeah.
No, Dallas. He
Dallas
used, I
could use
just don't
him.
see Jerry making a play for him though.
I just
Nice number 2.
I just said understand what I said.
Yeah.
Who could use him?
Okay.
Okay. Those would be my top 4 teams that can potentially, and then the sleeper in there would be somebody like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right, so there'd be 5 teams I could
Don't
see.
do it, Devontae.
But-
Nobody throw you the ball.
But yeah, I
Them Ohio State guys, they getting good quarterbacks.
I don't know, man. I don't
Except for CJ Stroud.
I don't understand how
That's it.
Came
Pittsburgh.
back. He almost came back.
I don't understand how. I don't even understand how Pittsburgh wins, but you know,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But what I see, I mean, I don't see him going to Buffalo because I just don't think Buffalo wants to spend the money.
Yeah, that's probably.
I don't see it. I see it just because of the Jets. I see that. I also see, as crazy as it sounds, I see Kansas City. I see that.
They need it. They need
He's
it.
not.
Will Las Vegas trade within the division?
I mean, if the price is right, they shouldn't.
Yeah,
But
I
if the
would
price
do
is
it.
right, they would.
Don't give Pat Mahomes nothing else.
Nothing.
And I think a good spot for him, but it won't happen, is Dallas. Jerry won't put up the money. If you had him and CD, come on, man, that'd be tough.
So where do you think he ultimately ends up?
Enough ego to go
I
around?
would say he's either the Jets or Kansas City, and if I had to pick between those two, I would say the Jets.
Just okay. Real quick before I let Sean cook, I pretty much the same with you. I got Jets, Chiefs, Dolphins, Bills, and the Commanders.
I ain't going.
Yeah, don't go Dolphins.
But hold on, no, listen.
Hell.
Listen. I say because Jalen Waddle reportedly has been unhappy, so make a swap. Jalen Waddle going to Las Vegas, brand new start. Tyreek.
Yeah, but
Devontae's not gonna be happy, bro.
yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean,
Tyreek's
you got
frustrated as
the
it
rumors
is.
about Tyreek
Yeah,
leaving.
he's frustrated.
And the
as
Bucks.
it is, bro.
And the Bucks. I got the Bucks on.
Yeah,
that,
don't
too.
even.
Got the Bucks.
Sean, what you got?
I got the Bucks on. Sean. he can't go to Tampa.
Sean, what you got?
He can't go to Tampa.
You know, a team I think you need to watch out for. How about Minnesota?
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I mean, they're right there in the hunt.
you're right.
You may
4-0.
need a piece. I mean, why not go to Minnesota? You're going to be right there in the hunt.
They hot right now. I ain't mad at them.
So
They hot.
go Minnesota, maybe back to Green Bay.
Well, if he went to Minnesota, Jordan Addison would have a field day.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, so as far as teams that can afford them without going negative in cap space, you got the 49ers, the Browns,
Please don't go to the 49ers.
the Browns, the Patriots, the Lions, Commanders, Cowboys, Cardinals, Jets, Jags, Packers, and Titans.
So Jets are Commanders out of
So-
this.
Titans, oh no.
Yeah, the Titans, the Packers, and the Jags can all barely afford them without going negative. But hey, you can always go negative. I mean, the Saints
can.
was negative 3 years in a row.
You can.
So, I mean,
I just don't want to put him in the same situation that he's
where I
already in.
think
to
he
be unhappy.
ends up, I think Aaron Rodgers will probably whine and do what he does, mental
Yeah.
manipulate people and stuff. Yeah. They'll probably get him. I'd like to see him go to Buffalo. The Packers could use him, but he ain't going back to Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Now with
I
Aaron
think that
Rodgers.
relationship kind of.
Yeah, with the organization. No GM. I'd like to see my Rams make the call, but I don't know if they want to sign an old guy again.
What about Mike Nolan? He said trade him to Cincy for Higgins. Devontae for
I-
The
T.
Eagles is a
Honestly,
cheap organization. They might not spend it.
I think he get a quarterback that will throw him the ball and get him the ball. So I can
would
see him
be
being
nice.
happy on
Hey, I would-
New Orleans.
No.
Nah.
No, I don't
Nah.
think, no.
He already gave Derek Carr a chance, and Derek Carr got up out of there.
He
No.
did say something.
Nah,
He
they-
did.
Now,
they
he
let-
did say something about New Orleans, though.
But they let Derek Carr go. It wasn't his doing. They let him go. So then they got then they brought in Jimmy Guwap, and then
But
they
you know,
got Gardner Minshew.
and again, I thought about it. I ain't sure, but you can't count them 49ers out.
I just don't.
What for Brandon Ayuk?
I just don't.
Somehow, allegedly, they have $56 million in cap space.
Who the 49ers?
Somehow.
I guess because they got Purdy
but
making
y'all-
$3.
Purdy's only making what, 2-3 million?
Yeah.
But you also got to remember you got to remember he's a free agent after this year too. So he's not carrying no money.
Devontae Adams?
Yeah, but he's gonna want that extension. So
Still got at least a couple years left still.
that's the thing. Wherever he goes, he's gonna want this next deal is his deal. It's his last deal, so he's gonna want to get paid.
But he can also go back to free agency.
Yeah, but he
That's
could.
a roll of the dice.
I
Yeah,
think Devontae wants to go to contender, man. So look at all those teams and look at the actual contender,
You
man.
go get your money.
Look,
But I got a question.
Everybody gonna stay away from Miami. That's
Why isn't Baltimore on his list?
You know why? He wants somebody to throw him the ball.
If Lamar Jackson's this dynamic, why isn't he one of the teams? Baltimore isn't one of the teams
Because
that
they're a running team.
Ain't no way. Listen to me. Listen. Listen to me.
Look at him, because that's what you need to talk to.
Devontae Adams.
Talk to him,
All hell would break loose.
because he don't want to realize
So why?
No, but if you put him on the Ravens,
what happens.
it may be enough to push him over the top.
Hell would break loose.
So why did Hollywood Brown leave?
Because he's Hollywood Brown.
And he still
You know
got
what?
$1,000 for the
Hey,
Cardinals.
Melo. What about the Cardinals, man?
I like him with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And they got Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
And
I
was
think
just gonna
Kyler Murray's
add
a
to
head
what y'all
case.
said. When the Rams got OBJ, people were like, "Oh, he still got some juice left. He scored. He been with them for 8 games. He had 7 touchdowns.
Was on route to be
600
MVP
yards.
at the Super Bowl.
He went right to Baltimore. They was like, "Oh, he's washed.
Dude.
He's instantly washed."
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
What happened? You know what? Lamar Jackson got Odell Beckham Jr. out of the league. It's his fault. He got Odell Beckham Jr. up out of the league.
You know, the truth to the matter, man, it ain't that many places, man, that
true.
Devontae
That's
really
what
could
it
go,
comes
to be
down
honest
to.
with you. I mean, it's a
I think it's really Jets are bust for real.
Yep.
Kyler is playing good. They just don't have enough.
Nah.
I mean, we don't get Tyreek. I'd love to see him out there with Patty.
I bet you would, but that ain't happening.
I don't think so either.
Hey, what are y'all doing? Y'all doing a Kansas City reunion? You done got Kareem Hunt back. All of a sudden, he can run again.
Oh, yeah, I picked him up too.
I did want to
On
ask a
fantasy.
question. How do y'all feel in Kansas City? Because you know the reason why that receiver is out because Pat Mahomes
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
tackled him. I don't
That's
get
what
that.
you get when you have a running
you
quarterback.
asked me how to.
That's what happens.
You asked me how do I feel about it? Well, I think Patrick is doing something that he normally don't do, right? You know, and running around and
Like,
Tackled his own man.
that's not what we do. But
the right person.
Listen.
That was
The one
that
thing
was
about
crazy,
the
bro.
one thing, you know, I'm a Patty fan. I ain't necessarily a Chiefs fan, but
We
the
know.
one thing about
End of the show.
I had to get somebody.
But hold on, though. But the one thing about it, though, and it is what it is. Somehow, some way, Andy Reid figure out how to make it
He
happen.
does.
And,
I like Andy.
And they gonna bring somebody else in there.
They need somebody.
You know, if the Cheetah come back, it's over.
No,
He's
we're
not
not
coming back,
going to
bro.
do
Let
that,
that
man.
go.
Who did it? Who did it?
Hold on, we got to call in line real quick.
Who
We
did
got
it?
3 minutes for the show's up. Caller, what's your name? Get it off your chest.
Man, I had to be the last one. Go, Pat, go, even though we lost.
We
about to
got
say, y'all
my
lost, what
boy
you
Reggie.
talking about?
Hey, Reggie.
My man Reggie,
The
go
Broncos,
Cards.
the Broncos won
Cards
2 games
lost.
now, and Ralph think he can talk now, Reggie.
I can, Reggie.
Why?
Reggie, I mean,
go
what's going
Vikings.
on, man? I
Let's
was
go
rolling
Vikings.
with you. You told me y'all was gonna win the Super Bowl.
Nope.
What we doing?
Hey, it's just too long. Look, don't panic yet, brother. Don't panic. It's okay, man. It's okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to be there in the end. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Hey, Reggie, real quick, man. Did you hear the Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen conversation that we had going on in here?
I know you did.
Man, you know what? I don't even argue with Melo no more, man. I mean, well, he makes my head hurt, man. You know, he tries to flip and flop and do all that, try to get in your brain, well, this and that and that. You know, I don't even argue with Melo. I just let Melo have his little shine, man.
Real quick, hold on. I'm going to let you talk to Melo quick. But the question we had in here, we got 2 minutes left. The question we had is, you said Josh Allen?
No, it's Lamar.
Is Lamar Jackson a top 5 quarterback right now in the
Or
NFL?
top
yes or
10.
no? Yes or no?
Silence.
Top 10. I think top 10.
He said,
He said
You
top
heard him,
10.
Gurton.
You
You heard him,
He
Gurton.
said, he said top
said
10.
top 10.
So top 10, I know you really ain't got him ranked, so just throw it out there. Where would you have him at in the top 10?
Come on, man.
Probably about 6.
That's what we
close.
said.
We
We
said
said
7, so.
7. But go ahead, Melo. Full yours.
Hey, man. And you know, I don't have a dog in the fight. I mean, I like Jordan Addison. Sam Darnold's a good story. How do you feel about Aaron Jones leaving a new team in the division and beating your pack, man?
Come on, man.
dragging him.
Dragging him.
Hey, I mean, hold on now. Look, hold on now. Look, we spotted him 28 points, 21 points.
Yeah, you did.
So it was just a bad game. But you see when we locked in, what happened. So I feel like Jordan Love was out there getting some rust off. He had a couple of drop balls that were some interceptions. We'll get them in Minnesota. We'll pay them back in Minnesota.
Man, don't look, man. Don't
count on
don't be like Trump, man. Don't make a bunch of promises, man.
When you're missing your best corner and you gotta start out double teaming Justin Jefferson, it really doesn't phase good for the defense. We get carved up at first. We was. But at the end they played better, a little bit better. But I think if Jair's there, it's a different game because you can put him on Jefferson. You don't have to really shift coverage over and help out. He can, Jefferson's gonna get his regardless. But Jair's gonna get him, stop a couple plays where you can help other defenders that need to be helped. We didn't have that. Jair didn't play Sunday. I wasn't expecting that. It was a shock to me. So it'll be a different game in Minnesota though.
We need Josh Jacobs to step up, man.
I mean, Josh Jacobs does step up. Every time he breaks for a 10-yard run, it's a freaking holding penalty. Sorry, fellas.
No, you good. Real quick, Reggie, before we get you out of here, since you're a Packers fan, I already know your answer to this, but where do you see Devontae Adams getting traded to?
Jets. So it's already done deal.
Let's go.
He said
Let's
to the
go.
Jets. Hey, man.
Your sons get all the help in the world, bro.
Listen, Melo can vouch for me. I told Melo, I said, we're going to trade. We traded Devontae. I said, Melo, I bet you he end up with Rodgers. Wherever Rodgers goes, I bet you he's going to end up in the Jets.
Let's go.
Man, I ain't trying to hear
Oh,
that.
my son.
Reggie, man, we appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Appreciate. I wish you could have got in on this Lamar
He needs
Jackson
to know
talk that
what
we
he's
had earlier
struggling
today,
right
man.
now in
But appreciate
New
you for
York.
calling in,
Jets.
Reggie.
No problem, fellas.
Jets
Yes,
in the
sir.
Chiefs
They
in
couldn't
the
put up
AFC
10 points against the
Championship.
Broncos.
Oh well, you know that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He came in with Devontae and Garrett Wilson, and the Garrett
then
Wilson
you don't need
experiment's
to win.
over. Yeah. Oh, you got
They
Brees
do. I mean, they was
Hall
just,
and-
dude. They was just in New York, man. They got.
It's something about, bro. It's
They
something
got
about
bit.
New
They got
York.
bit by one of them rats.
Is that what it is?
When I was watching that game, it just looked like
It was sloppy,
Jerry.
bro.
I was in
Just
jail or something.
It was rain. It was raining too. It was just an ugly game.
My boy said he was in jail. Oh man,
But who y'all play this week, right?
It don't matter.
we got the
It's a
Falcons
victory.
tomorrow. Who y'all got?
It don't matter. It's a victory.
No, who
I
y'all
didn't
got?
say nothing,
No,
but
seriously.
and we ain't gonna say nothing.
How you not- how you not-
My Rams plays the Packers this week.
Okay,
I want to know. I want to know who Denver play this
Does
week.
it matter?
y'all figure that out real quick.
I
But
wanna know who
we
Dylan
ready to get on
Brady
up out of here. We
gonna
thank
get
everybody
drug
for tuning in to another great show of Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. Make sure you check out the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. We get ready to get on up out of here. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We about this thing, y'all. Peace.
Go get drugged.
They play the Chiefs.
We play the Ravens.